Who's hanging tough, still Stylish from My Xanadu, a half length away and coming at Stylish. Stylish just in front, My Xanadu drives, and I reckon it got it. Photo finish, but My Xanadu the outside. Jewelry takes the lead from I Choose You. Holly Lolly followed by Here Comes the Star. But Jewelry hands and heels. This is soft. Jewelry impressive. Here comes the Star.
Race number 1 at Flemington is a 2-year-old handicap over the 1200 metres, and I've got Pacey's on top for Damien Lane. James Cummings is bringing it south from Sydney down to Melbourne. I think can prove hard to beat. He has to carry the weight that it deserves to with what he's done in his career. John Barry at 5 to get back and swoop home late. Amelius is going to start one of the favourites in Brisbane, and I think this horse, who had its measure in Sydney and who it beat last start, can prove hard to beat coming down from Sydney with the SF form. Jenny's Meadow in for second. I think can run really well here from the outside draw. Go back and be charging home. Wonder Boy quite taken with its work leading in and can run well. And Panagol, I backed this horse early, though, has been drying up of support last day, but I think it can run really well. Placey's on top in the first, 25 to win. Race number 2 at Flemington is a benchmark 78 over the 1400 metres, and I'm with Fantify on top. I was with this horse last start, and I was very confident at Caulfield, and I'm not as confident because it's got a bit of company up on speed, though. I think it can prove hard to beat in form. Flemington took a good one in the Wild Horse to beat him during the Carnival, and I think that this horse can prove hard to beat. Tatum Bull takes the claim, bringing the weight down to 57 kilos, and I think it can prove hard to beat. Mom's absolutely flying, gets the weight off with Jayla Kennedy's claim up to the 1400 metres, can run really well off the sprint trips. Fairway Star comes down from Sydney for John McNeil, Bjorn Baker, and I think can also run well, though he's only second up. An Electric Impulse in for fourth. I'm with Fantify and more Mom as the saver, but more on Fantify. 10 the win on Fantify and 10 the win on more Mum. Race number 3 at Flemington is a 3-year-old quality over the 1600 metres, and I'm with Craig on top, as I'm sure a lot of people will. He's, I think, going to be winning this. I'm hoping he can. Ultra impressive on his Australian debut. You'd probably have to say coming up in grade because he beat nothing last start, but just the effortless way he did it just was eased down. Curry knew what he had underneath him, and I think this race is no harder, and I think he can absolutely bolt in here. Rise at Dawn is coming through some good stakes racing, back to the mile, and I think can run well. Riverina Power over the odds, last start Flemington winner, and McDane in for fourth. But it's all about Craig here. 30 the win. I think he can remain undefeated in Australia. Race number 4 at Flemington is a benchmark 84 over the 2,520 metres. You don't see them starting from this point very often, but I'm with Berkshire Breeze on top, and I think it can prove hard to beat now with the scratching of Merzan. Ought to be up on speed for Ethan Brown. Has been taking a prominent position in its 2 starts in Australia. Ran second first up in Australia, narrowly to Desperado, bolted in last, up to a staying trip. Kieran Maher, 2 runs at 2,000 metres to get it ready to then go up to the 2,500 metres. I think it can prove hard to beat. Quantum Cat gets back in its races. Don't think it should be that short, though it has been well back. But like I said, gets back is the query. Pesto, isolated 2,500 metre Flemington runs, and it's absolutely flying. And Queen Takes King for fourth. But I'm with Berkshire Breeze in race 4. Not worried about the favourite. 25 the win. I think it'll be getting the money up on speed. Race number 5 is a 3-year-old quality over the 2,000 metres in an open race. I'm sticking with the form horse. I'm going to go with Aztec State. Look, he's got to carry the weight, and horses are getting weight off him, but he was I think that Flemington race from a couple of weeks back is the main race you want to follow leading in. And he was going better than Samurai on the line. Samurai only last couple ago, 2 starts ago, broke its maiden. And the second favourite here, Steel Run, was beaten by Aztec State 2 starts ago. So I think the form ties in. $8 for Aztec State's over the odds, and he does have the Warmonger form, which looks pretty good now. Samurai, very good last start. I think he's over the odds at $16. Waverley for John Sargent. Wouldn't be bringing him here for nothing, though. He is a maiden, and Zambezi Khan in for fourth. But I got Aztec State on top in race 5. No strategy, because it's an open race, but I think he can win. Race number 6 at Flemington is a benchmark 100 over the 2,000 metres, and I am with Silent Sorrento here. It's my best bet of the day. I think she'll be getting the chocolates from Up on Speed. Linda Meacham and settle lightweight or take it straight to the top. They won't beat it. They won't know which way it was going. And has the form behind See What I See. Good form in South Australia over there, Carnival. And is only fourth up here, so you'd think there's room for improvement. And with the map, just looks to get every favour Up on Speed. 370 is absolutely cracking price. And I think can prove hard to beat for Linda Meach. Political Debate in for second was very good in the Wagga Cup and that race has had some form coming out of it with Spirit Ridge winning in Brisbane a couple of weeks ago, so I think can run well. Milford, a last up Flemington winner, can go on with it, and Midnight Blue in for fourth. But I'm with Silent Sorrento in race 6, 40 the win, my best bet at Flemington. I think it'll be getting the chocolates. Race number 7 at Flemington is the ATA Trainers Trust Handicap over the 1100 metres up the straight, and I'm with Steel City on top. Going back to its form of its debut preparation, this filly was flying, should have won the Blue Diamond, and off that should prove hard to beat here in a pretty weak race, I'm going to be honest. Carbonados for second. First up, though, showed a lot of ability in winning its first start in Australia, though the wagon wheels fell off towards the end of the preparation, where he was unsuited at Caulfield, and then for mine didn't run out the trip third up. So first up here, I'm intrigued to see how he can go Up on Speed. Right to Party will be charging down the outside and can win, having had one run for Jai McNeil. The Freedman's namesake in for fourth. But I'm with Steel City, 25 the win and 15 the win on Carbonados. I think they're the two chances, and I think one of the two will salute. Race number 8 at Flemington is a benchmark 84 over the 1400 metres, and I've got Corder on top. Now, I know what everybody's going to say. Oh, no, not this horse again. But look, he was well back. Well, I say well back. There was an avalanche of money for him when he was first up. He did nothing, but off the jump outs and what he had shown, he's better than what he produced first up. They've given him a bit of time between runs, and they've got the tongue tie going on again. So I think I know he's better than what he showed first up, and I'm happy to be with him on top at 17-1. I think he's over the odds for what he could have produced first up, and there was obviously an issue there, though it didn't show up in the stewards report. Georgie Get Mad gets in below the minimum of with the 51 kilos. Reinberg can run really well, and Tolberger, another one that can run well. But I think Cordor, if he shows up to his best, the price is going to look very silly, $10 to win. Race number 9 at Flemington to finish the day is a benchmark 84 over the 1200 metres, and I've got Lusum Winmore on top. Weak race again here, and he bolted in last start. I think he can repeat the dose here. He just needed the scratching to get in the field, and now he's got that scratching. I think he's going to prove hard to beat with the 54.5 for Declan Bates. He was very good winning last start at Flemington, though that was a weaker race. It was only a 70. He did it easily. He drops a stack in weight. I just think he's going to win this. Legio 10 for second. Now, he would have been my selection if Lusum Widmore had been scratched, if he hadn't got a run, but now he's in the field. Legio 10, are we having to settle for minor money, though I think he will be in the money from the outside draw. Red Hot Nick in for third, and Disney will be charging home for Beyond Baker in for fourth. But Lusum Widmore, for mine, is the winner of the last, 50 the win, second best bet of the day. Thank you, everyone, for watching my preview for Flemington. I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely think I've got a couple of winners here, and I hope to remain on the good form that I'm in and bounce back off. It was a pretty dry week last week, though. Having said that, still had 2 winners, so I was happy about that. But thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next week.